What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I haven't really talked about PewDiePie lately because, well, he's been on a really good streak, meaning no oopsies, apparently, and the media has kind of left him alone. I'm also in a position where I struggle to speak up to defend him because, one, he doesn't necessarily need it because he's 100 million subscribers. I mean, what does he need me to do it for? And also, I know that me defending him in the eyes of the same people that would smear him doesn't help. It doesn't help him. I am, of course, guilty of wrong think, and I don't always follow in lockstep with the generally accepted narrative that exists apparently on Twitter and for clickbait articles. Before I go any further, just a quick word from this video sponsor.
Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Manscaped.com. Many of you have reached out to me to let me know that you've started using their Crop Mop ball wipes and you love feeling clean, and those enjoying that area are also enjoying it. Well, now they also have the Perfect Package 2.0, which features the Plow 2.0. It's the very first safety razor I've ever used, and it's actually feeling really classy. Now, this package, of course, has all sorts of things from the Preserver to the Reviver. You get the Lawnmower 2.0, which is your waterproof electric trimmer. You get the Crop Preserver. This is your anti-chafing ball deodorant. You get the Crop Reviver, which is, of course, that ball toner and refresher, and the Magic Mat, which is a set of 3 disposable shaving mats. You also get the Shed and Manscaped boxers for free. They also have a replenishment plan that will keep you stocked with razors, and you save 25% on orders instantly versus the single product purchase. You get $137 worth of product for just $74.99. Subscribers also get new replacement blade refill for their trimmer delivered to their door every 3 months, entirely hassle-free. So head over to manscaped.com, use my promo code in the description below, and get those balls clean.
Apparently, PewDiePie, was taking a significant amount of heat for allegedly purposely misgendering somebody. Now, this is such a nothing burger in terms of offensive things people can do. One, look, if you're doing it to be a jerk, that's not cool. I think that that's low effort, and it's just flat out mean. And I get it. Like, I get in the heat of the moment, things get said and whatever, but if you're having an argument with somebody, it's like calling somebody fat or ugly or something like that. And I've been guilty of this in the past, and I shouldn't have done it either because it just makes you non-credible. It's not an ad hominem, you're attacking the person instead of their ideas, and that doesn't really get us anywhere. It might feel good for a little while, but ultimately it's not a good thing. And the problem is people, you look at this situation, and obviously intent matters, and Pewds had, I guess, used the wrong pronoun to describe someone on the Dr. Phil show. To me, somebody who I thought it was a dude too, but again, I know I have trans folks in my viewership too, and I've always been on record like, look, I'll use whatever pronouns if I know them, because that's just being respectful. But if you demand I do it, now I'm like not interested in doing it. And if you furthermore you go to the next level where you're accusing people of being phobic simply because of a totally reasonable mistake, you look like a moron. And I'm so happy to see Pew News come back and take this topic on head on.
News. Oh my god. If I go on Twitter, this is what I see. These anime avatar kids are just absolutely relentlessly calling me a transphobe on Twitter. I like this person with the most retweets, who then admitted, no, I didn't watch the video. Epic.
And this is a perfect example. I thought this video would be interesting to put things into perspective. I know many of you, my viewers, know that Twitter's BS. Twitter is not an accurate representation of reality. It isn't an accurate representation of how people act in society. And so to take your cues from there will only lead you down a path of ridicule. And this is a perfect example of fake outrage. You know, oh, I didn't watch the video, but I'm offended by it because reasons. This type of attitude is not constructive, and I don't want to take a shot at anyone personally, but there are a large group of these folks, which in the reality, in the grand scheme of things, are a very loud minority that can get you, that can shake you. It's enough people that when they band together to try and cancel somebody, for example, it feels like a lot. It feels like a lot of people. But it isn't. It's a bunch of people with nothing better to do than to pretend to be mad about stuff. And to be honest, they do way more harm than any amount of good.
So why am I a transphobe? Well, because I allegedly, purposely misgendered someone. It was in my Dr. Phil video. Zoomer thinks his mom is too irrelevant. This video I got claimed, by the way, RIP. I'm glad we went through all this extensive effort to try and get it monetized. Regardless, this person, who to me so clearly was a Jeffree Star wannabe or lookalike, or inspired, whatever. And I didn't even think about it because she had a masculine name. Her name was Bamaran, and I looked it up. Bamaran is a boy's name, so it's not that weird to think they would be referred as a he. And she wasn't mentioned as she anywhere by anyone in the video. So it's not that weird. If I did, I would have noticed and I would have changed it. But no, I'm a transphobe, okay? Did you not know that? I didn't watch the video, but PewDiePie is a transphobe.
And I guess the reason I really support PewDiePie and I try to take time out to cover things, throw my hat in the ring to try and bring some semblance of reality, because make no mistake about it, I'm sure there'll be articles written now, especially since he's addressed it, is because I've been called the same things with the same flawed logic. There are endless videos of me saying, you know, I of course support the entire LGBT community. I support trans people just like I support straight folks. Humans are humans to me, and love is love, as long as it's within the realm of the law. And I just don't understand why people just make up this stuff about people. I can only assume it's for attention. You know, hey, I put PewDiePie in the title of this video. There's some amount of guilt to go around there too. Like, look, I know I make a video about PewDiePie. It'll get decent views, not epic views. I'm not like, you know, it's, you know, not everyone knows who PewDiePie is, but you get the point. Obviously, this is a news-ish channel as well, but I really try to just add some context around things. And I don't think that people, if these folks were truly allies, I don't think that they're doing any good for the community because they're so insufferable. You know, what happens is you end up pushing people so far with your outrage that they turn, and it's bad for that community because, you know, you get these mobs of people calling you something you're not. I would understand if somebody then held a grudge against the trans community, the exact opposite of what you're supposedly doing. I don't think that these people are self-aware enough to realize.
Point. You know, I actually support LGBT. I would never, and I could have been more careful, but I would never purposely misgender someone as a way to antagonize or troll like that. I wouldn't do that. Same with sexuality. That's not okay. You shouldn't do it either. I wouldn't do it. But these dumb ass anime avatar kids on Twitter, I mean, your brains are not fully developed, clearly.
I mean, it's hard to argue that.
You're just making noise. You're not helping anyone. Just wait for everyone to respond now. Oh, well, he should be more responsible. Yeah, maybe he didn't do it on purpose, but he should be. It's the same shit all over again. Go f yourself.
Whoa, Pewds. I can't have that on my channel. I mean, I walk the tightrope between obviously not being kid friendly, but also trying to please the P score lords at Google. I can't have those words on my channel. Shame on you. You know, I'm really happy that this was his reply. This is, you know, the standard. I'm just sick of it. You know, just because you say stuff doesn't mean that I have to respond or that it's true. I get people, recording videos about me, calling me all sorts of heinous stuff. And then a lot of you see it and you send it to me and you're like, dude, are you going to respond? No, I'm not going to respond to it because the argument isn't in good faith. It's just lies. It's unprovable slander. It's a waste of time to get mired down. I admire definitely getting out in front of this because Pewds probably knows that there's probably articles coming, and it's just sad that we can't have regular discourse and that people choose to live their lives devoid of context. I assume this will be the last thing that PewDiePie says that ever gets him in trouble, though. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Can you imagine these channels that are making like figurine or Lego or whatever? Just like that. Livelihood ching chong, bing bong. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on, man.